Hey guys, Banes here, and today I want to make a quick video talking about bond skills in Persona 5 Strikers. Most bond skills will be available early on into the game on 727, but some won't be unlocked until a bit more story progression. In this video, I just want to go over what I thought were some of the best skills to unlock and invest in during the early stages of the game. So, the first bond skill you want to prioritize learning is this one, Bond Maker. This will help you increase your bond level every time you get experience, letting you earn points more quickly. Those points can then be used on any other skill you want. It's a really good one to get early on as it'll help you progress in every other area faster. The next skill I'd recommend is Extortionist. This one just lets you earn more money at the end of battle. Since money is used pretty much everywhere on equipment, items, and personas, having plenty of it will make your life a lot easier. You don't have to max it out right away, but it's a solid one to prioritize. Another good skill here is Metaverse Medic. This increases the effects of all healing items, including SP ones. When maxed, it's a notable difference in the amount of HP and SP you get back. Having enough items can sometimes make or break a boss fight, so this skill, in my opinion, is definitely worth it. The last skill here is Ambusher, which as the name implies lets you recover a small amount of HP when you successfully ambush an enemy. Early game SP recovery is pretty hard to come by, so reducing the amount needed for healing is always welcome. These 4 skills are ones I'd invest into early game. The next batch will be ones you might want to wait on a little bit. So, for skills that I think aren't as worth early on, we'll start with this top row. All these skills cost 3 points to unlock, and they give very little per level. HP plus 5, SP plus 3, a stat plus 1, and so on. I think when you have limited points, it's a lot better to focus on other skills that give bigger benefits. These feel like ones you can definitely delay unlocking and maxing. The next one I wanted to talk about was Oracle Recovery. Now, on paper, this seems very good because it gives both HP and SP, but the amount you get back is really minuscule, and on top of that it costs 15 points for just level 1. I'd say those 15 points can be spent better in the early stages. You can unlock just level 1 if you have the spare points lying around, but leave maxing it until much later. The last one here is Pass Appeal, which makes it so the showtime gauge fills faster after a baton pass. The reason I don't think this is as worth in the beginning stages is because you're going to be leaving the jail fairly often to recover both health and stamina. When you leave a jail, your showtime gauge resets completely. Even with level 2 of this skill, showtimes take a long time to show up because they have to charge from scratch so often. Now I think later on, when you can stay in a jail longer, this will have more value, but it can be postponed earlier. Those are the skills I wanted to talk about for early game. When you're into mid game and of course near the end, you'll have many more bond points to use as you see fit. The skills I'd look into getting then are Spiritual Arts. This one lets you break shields and do damage to bosses easier, and Supportive Arts, which makes your buffs and debuffs last much longer. Really, these 4 skills including Martial Arts and Tactical Arts are pretty worth getting. I think once you're at this stage of the game, you'll have a good idea of what skills are worth it for you and can level them up at your own discretion. Alright, so those were the skills that stuck out the most to me. Now note, there are many more skills than the ones I mentioned here, so this isn't a definitive guide. I just wanted to go over the ones I found most useful during my first playthrough, and if there's an underrated one I missed, feel free to leave it in the comments. With that said, thank you everyone who stuck around to the end of this video. If it was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, because it does always help out a lot. But yeah, hope you guys are having fun with the new game, and see you next time.